Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday League to Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have an FA Trophy tie at home against Dorking, and we follow it up with a rivals game away against Yeovil. As you can see, since the previous episode against Grimsby and Rochdale, where we got two really good wins, yeah, we've been found out a little bit by our title-chasing rivals. We got absolutely hammered by Cheltenham for the full game. We were lucky to even get a goal back in that game, to be fair. We lost 4-1 at home in that one. We then lost 2-1 away against Tamworth, but we did manage a 1-0 win at home against Newport County. Younger with a phenomenal goal. He just kept running and running and eventually just put it in. Really good goal from him. We were not the better of the two teams, I will say that, but we've managed to scrape a victory last time out. So going into this FA Trophy tie, there's not a lot of money in this tournament. I'm kind of hoping we don't get through because then we can really focus in on the league. And then from that, we've obviously got a pretty tough game against our rivals again with Yeovil. It's always a tough game. We're rotating the side a little bit for this cup tie as well. We're going to give Jaden Bevan an opportunity in goal. He's not had too many opportunities to speak of, so he comes in today. Igbenegene, Hewlett, Roberts, and Winstanley at the back. In fact, to be honest, I'll give Sumnall an opportunity at the back instead of Roberts. He's not had too much game time either. Brewitt, Hughes, and Cisse. I think Okian can start ahead of Brewitt, to be honest. And we want Yamolu to get a starting opportunity as well up front. And Ollie Thomas can start for Lloyd, I think, as well. So the squad isn't particularly strong, but Dorking are in our league, and this could give a decent opportunity going forward. Apologies for the slight breakup there, just had to sort something out quickly. So yeah, starting 11 for this game, considerably weaker than our normal. Dorking are in our league, so I think it could be an interesting game for us. And given the rotation to a few of the players, it gives them a chance to impress, of course, as well. And we'll just see how things go. Like I say, FA Trophy, I'm not massively fussed about it. Would it be nice for a cup run? Yeah, probably. But the league is what we need to focus on. We are comfortably in a playoff place still at the moment, but after one win in three, we have dropped down a little bit in the league, but it is still pretty tight. So we go into this game seeing what our backup side can do, really. So let's see what happens. There's a lot of games going on, obviously, in the FA Trophy as well. And if we can get a good result playing our second string side, it'll give me a bit more confidence maybe to rotate a little bit more in the league. We've pretty much got a set starting 11 now, and one or two of the players who want more game time, they are finding it a bit of a struggle to break into the side. So the likes of Yamolu, he really wants more game time. Other people haven't really complained too much, but um, obviously we need that strength in depth, and unless they get game time, they're not going to have that much sharpness. So we'll see how things go. And it's not a particularly good start, is it? Arabin Peppel with the goal for Dorking on just after the half-hour mark here, bundled about a bit in the penalty area. And to be honest, it's the first shot on target for the whole game. It's not been a particularly enthralling match. Yamolu's picked up a knock there as well, I've just noticed. So temporarily, it would appear we're down to 10 men. And he's not being let back on the pitch either by the looks of it. Batiman did well there. Plays it back to Jaden Bevan. Now Hewlett into Igbenegene. Tried to play it back, and Darch has managed to steal in, and it's a good save in the end from Bevan. It was poor from our point of view with the passing there in midfield, but I think we're going to have to make changes at half-time. Hewlett's on a yellow card as well, which is always a bit dicey when it's only midway through the first half. Yamolu potentially may have to come off. Batiman winning possession. He's got Yamolu in support, and he plays it into him, and he's stuttered his run. And he should have. Oh, Yamolu was offside. That is poor. At that point, he's got to do better there. Batiman could have played the pass a little earlier, I suppose, but it should have been better. Winstanley into Hughes, into Batiman, trying to move down that right hand side. He's been brought down, and he looks like he's taken a knock here. Winstanley into Cisse, and Madu Cisse with his third goal of the season. Batiman still down though. That's not what I want to see. We need him to get up. He's our key player for us, to be fair. We've got an equaliser, though. And Madhu Cisse again proving his worth at the moment. 2 goals in, what, 3 games, I think it is, for him. In terms of recent matches that he's played in, of course. And not bad from his point of view. Batiman, by the looks of it, isn't injured. So we've got away with that a little bit. 1-1 at half-time. Pretty even game, to be fair. We're just going to encourage the side a little bit. And we'll start the second half. Yomolu is going to carry on for a little bit, but it might be worth taking him off to avoid a major injury. Batiman couldn't quite get onto it, and Pybus clears only as far as Igbenegine, who's got support down the line if he can find it. Instead, goes inside to Madhu Cisse. Now Yomolu. That's a nice pass. Batiman in behind the defence, and that is a lovely finish from Prince Batiman. And incidentally, something I found out about him not long ago, he's actually got a brother who plays for Reading currently in this save. I don't know if he plays for Reading in general, but currently in this save, his brother plays for Reading. So there are at least 2 of them, which is interesting. And we have a 2-1 lead right at the start of the second half. Certainly a little bit more positive from our point of view. Can we continue here? The fact that we've rotated and we're playing well is even better, to be quite honest. And it also allows us to rest a few key players, especially with the derby game coming up as well against Yeovil. Edwards here with the corner, swinging it in, and there his hand. It was a free header for Ryan Hand, and it's 2-2 now. We are going to make a couple of changes. We haven't really got the options up front, in all honesty. Hewlett's on a yellow card, so he's definitely going to come off for Andy Apan. Batiman, he's on a yellow card as well. We haven't really got a centre forward. That's the problem we've got here, I think. If we do that, and we'll put Cisse out wide, get Isaac Bailey on in midfield. I think that might work. Romari Ford's never really played on the left-hand side for us. We are lacking a little bit of depth in certain positions. And obviously, Alfie Lloyd isn't in the squad today. But we'll see how it goes. It's 2-2, still being competitive and rotating a little bit as well, which is always good. Batiman, of course, we want to keep him as fresh as we can, ready for that game against Yeovil. Winstanley's played a full 90 minutes, which isn't ideal, but unfortunately, other changes were needed. And as we head toward the end of the game at 2-2, I'm not sure if it goes into extra time or penalties. I think it might go straight to penalties, to be honest. Sumnall here with a free kick into Isaac Bailey. Now Okieng. Now Hughes. Back into Sumnall. Winstanley with loads of room on that right-hand side. If he can get past his man, and he can't, unfortunately. The closing down was a bit too quick for him. He's just exchanging passes here with Sumnall. And now Okieng. Into Sumnall again. Nice little pass into Hughes, who looks over the top, and Romari Ford is in, and he's found Ollie Thomas, and that is a big, big chance for him. And unfortunately, that missed chance. It was a comfortable save for Nathan Trott. And now we are in 2 penalties. We've got, well, I mean, Ollie Thomas is certainly the best option here, but hopefully we can do well. Ollie Thomas to take the first penalty here. And he's the best penalty taker at the club, but because he's not quite a first-team regular, obviously we haven't been able to make the most of it. He manages to convert his penalty quite well, and now Carter to try and convert for Dorking. Jaden Bevan goes the wrong way. It's 1-1. Big opportunity for Jaden Bevan here. He could make himself a little bit of a hero if he can get a couple of penalty saves in. Here is Hughes. Oh, it's a very good save from Nathan Trott. He went the right way and palmed it out. And now we're relying on Jaden Bevan. Pybus against Bevan. And Pybus again goes the opposite way to Bevan. Bevan's dived the same way twice here. And both times he has conceded. Isaac Bailey to step up against Nathan Trott. Gets the strike in, and Trott went the right way, but Bailey converted it very, very well with good accuracy into that bottom corner. Thompson with this penalty. Jaden Bevan with the chance, and he catches the penalty. Very confident goalkeeping. It might have been a poor penalty, but we are back level here. Winstanley with an opportunity to give us an advantage. Winstanley strikes, and there's the goal. Trott took a step to his right before diving to the left to try and stop it. It didn't work, and now we're back looking at Jaden Bevan. Higgs with the strike, and Bevan saves again. He tips it over the bar. Really good stuff from the keeper. And a goal here secures passage into the next round. And our substitute, Andy Apan, is going to come on for this final penalty. He's been one of the very key players this season. Andy Apan to strike and scores. We are through to the fourth round of the FA Trophy. Thanks to a penalty shootout. You know me, I don't like penalties. But we've done very well there. Jaden Bevan with two very good saves. And that will certainly give him a whirl of confidence. And we look to push on into this derby game now. Yeovil incidentally got knocked out by Bath in this round. And opportunities knocking. We push forward. Luckily, Yamolu's injury is only a couple of days. He's just got a bit of a tight groin, so he won't miss any game time potentially. And Winstanley with an assist as well. Really good performance from him. We've got 6 days to go until the Yeovil game. Hopefully, everything will be fine in the meantime, and we will be back to full strength for the derby. Incidentally, nothing came from being favourite for that Inverness job. There was no job offer or anything like that, so we continue here at Taunton, and we expect to be here for quite some time as things stand. 6 days, back for the derby. Here we go. Okay then guys, here we go for the game against our rivals. We're away against Yeovil, who are sat down in 18th place. They've not had a particularly good time with it. We're currently sat in third, as you know. We're only 2 points behind the league leaders Tamworth and just 1 point behind Cheltenham. So the defeats against them could be quite costly. Cheltenham have got a game against fellow playoff chasing Chesterfield, and Tamworth are at home against 8th place Solihull Moors. So some tough games out there today. And I would say arguably we've got the easier game out of the three sides, but a derby's a derby. Anything can happen. We're back to full strength for today's game. Kowalczyk in goal, Younger, Andy Apan, Robertson, Winstanley at the back. Brewitt and Dudjak are in the midfield with Cisse and Lloyd Ford and Ebatiamam as the front three. Madhu Cisse has earned an opportunity to start today. Jem Hewlett has requested a transfer. We're not playing him enough. He now wants to leave. So he's on the bench today, but that's subject to availability of others as well. And I think Madhu Cisse has earned his play time. Every time he's played, he seems to be at least popping up with creating an opportunity or scoring. So we'll see how he gets on. It's a bit harsh on Isaac Bailey. He's a very key player for us, as we know. But let's see how things go here. Yeovil have made a big signing in Javane Malcolm recently. He starts up front for them today as well. Pretty quick, fairly determined character. We were linked with him as well. We couldn't justify the wages that he was asking for. So he's gone to our rivals. We'll see how things go. Possession relatively even early on, opening 20 minutes. Not really anything happening worthy of note, which is quite clear. There's no highlights. Yeovil have had the first shot on target of the game just before the half-hour mark. Very, very even. But overall, Yeovil have probably been the better side. Neither side really creating too much. Winstanley hit with a throw into Romari Ford for the first highlight of the match. Dudjak plays it out wide to Younger. Now Alfie Lloyd. Can he get past the fullback? He does well. Chance to whip it in here. There's the crosses toward the far post. Romari Ford was there, and again he can't keep the header down. It seems to have been a feature with Romari Ford, unfortunately. When it drops to him for headers and stuff, he just can't keep them down. They always end up going over. 0-0 at half time. We've had the only speakable highlight of the match, and it's probably one of the worst derbies we've been involved in so far. Quite a slow running thing in that first half. Okocha here with a free kick, passes it to Cooper. Now Barrett into Meyer. Opportunity knocking here for Yeovil, maybe. Swung in toward the far post, and the header was from Malcolm, and he didn't even get it on target, which from the position he was in, probably should have done. Remains 0-0. Tamworth winning very, very comfortably at the moment. And Cheltenham are also winning as well. So despite me talking about the ease of the game, we're the ones that are struggling so far. Ball played forward looking for Rutherford. A Younger picks it up and pays it to Corey Roberts, and now Kowalczyk. Luckily, they're dropping their strikers back instead of putting pressure on the keeper, and he launches it forward. There's no one there, though, and Brian into Cooper. Now Rutherford. Oof, Lloyd. Making me a bit nervous there. He went in for a challenge and got nowhere near it, but luckily didn't make contact either. Rutherford trying to get in behind. Kowalczyk picks it up and clears forward. Winstanley couldn't win the header and he's out of position now, and Jermaine Malcolm is coming down this left-hand side, cuts in, gets the strike away, and it's a good save again from Kowalczyk. Just going to pause there for a minute. We are going to make a couple of changes. Winstanley on a yellow card. We're going to get Hewlett on for him and get Andy Pan out at right back. And Alfie Lloyd is concerning me somewhat, to be honest. There's not really too much I can do. Batiman can play on that left-hand side, apparently. Yamolu is going to come on for him. We'll confirm those changes, and we're going to fire the boys up a bit. It is a derby game, and it's been a bit of a bore, let's be honest. At 0-0, not ideal. Here is Andy Apam into Ford. Now Roberts. Into Andy Apam again. Plays it inside to Madhu Cisse. Batiman into Jemiah Yamolu. Opportunity for him, maybe. He's been forced just a bit out wide, but Okocha has brought him down. It looked a bit soft, didn't it? But we've been given the penalty nonetheless. And we have a huge opportunity here. Younger's been in good form this season. Can he do so here? He can. Converting the penalty into the corner. We have a lead against our rivals, and it's away from home as well, of course, which makes it all the more sweeter. Really good stuff for Younger, converting the penalty. Really convincing one as well. Very well taken penalty. It does go down the middle quite often. We actually put it into the corner that time. And now we've got something to hold on to. Andy Apan's just picked up a yellow card, which isn't ideal. We have got another substitution that we can make. There's one or two tired legs out there, but we are holding our own still. Okocha here with the free kick into Cooper. Now Meyer into Rutherford. Good tackle by Brewitt, but it's oh my word, a Younger didn't realise. And Meyer with the strike, luckily just over the bar. But all of a sudden, Yeovil are looking to get forward. This is Rutherford. Good tackle by Madhu Cisse. Brewitt back to Kowalczyk. Launches it forward. Yamolu is there if he can win it, and he can't. Skiverton did really well. And now Rutherford, Madhu Cisse nipping in with the interception. A vital one at that. And now Batiman inside to Dudjak. That's a good pass. Romari Ford. Andy Apan with the overlapping run. Trying to cut inside onto his stronger left foot, but he plays it with his right. And it's bundled in. Batiman right at the death to secure the victory for us. And I mean, what a run that was from Andy Apan down that right-hand side. Really good stuff from him, just charging through. He's a centre-back by trade, of course. He's got the strength. Played it in with his weaker foot. And I'm not too sure what specifically happened there. Okocha and the goalkeeper both ended up messing it up a little. And it fell for Batiman to convert. And here is Malcolm, plays it in. That's a good pass to Ajayi, and it's deflected. And Cooper with the strike. What a save that was from Kowalczyk. And we have got the 3 points. Once again, we've had the better of our rivals Yeovil. And I think we're getting to a point now where I think we can safely say we are the better team of the area now between the two sides. We've really settled into a rhythm, and that is a massive, massive win for us. And Cheltenham and Tamworth also won. But we are starting to do a little bit better. Newport have actually played an extra match. So if we can get a win with that game in hand, we're opening a gap to the bottom half of the playoffs at the moment with 12 points clear of Solihull, who are sat in 8th at the moment. I'm going to go out and say it now. I genuinely feel that we're halfway through the season. We're in a promotion fight. No talk of relegation, obviously. but we're doing extremely well here. And if we can keep this up, there's no reason to suggest that we will not be in a promotion fight. Certainly, playoffs I think is very realistic now, but promotion is also an opportune moment for us. In terms of going forward, we've got Weston-super-Mare at home in the FA Trophy fourth round there in the Vanarama National South. We'll come back for that and probably the Oldham game as well, subject to fixture changes, of course. And then hopefully these next 4 games, we can continue to pick up some decent results. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.